good morning and Jai Hind children. Welcome back to biology class. Children, in the previous class that was yesterday, we have started the exercise of this chapter, that is conservation of plants and animals. We have done both oral question answers and we have done choose the most appropriate answer. I hope you have completed the homework that I gave you, that was to write new words and to complete the concept map. Children, again, I cannot see anyone's work in the group, so those who have completed their work can send the pictures in group. Alright, otherwise randomly I'll ask in the Zoom interactive class. So children, please do complete your work because very soon you are going to have your half yearly examination, and अगर आपका काम नहीं कंप्लीट होगा और आप उस टाइम पे काम कंप्लीट करोगे तो आपको बहुत प्रॉब्लम होगी. Your work will not be compiled at one place and it will create a problem. Alright, so please compile all your work and start studying. So children, now today we will do very short answer question, long answer question and HOTS. Alright, all these things, as you know, that you have to do in fair notebook. Alright, so we are going to discuss one by one, very short answer question, then short answer question and this long answer question and HOTS. Alright, so please be ready with your fair notebook or rough notebook, wherever you are writing. So please be ready with your pen, your book and your fair notebook. Alright, so let's start with it. Children, yesterday I have sent you this PDF. There was one correction in very short answer question. So that was, I am going to tell you what is the correction. So PDF I will send you today is the correct PDF. Alright, so let's start with it. So this choose the most appropriate answer we have done. We have completed it. Okay. Then moving on to very short answer questions. So this you have to write here with pencil. So please take out your pencil everybody and write down the answers here. So question number 1. What do you mean by biodiversity of an area? What do you mean by biodiversity of an area? So what is biodiversity? Biodiversity includes all the flora and fauna. It includes all the different varieties of flora and fauna in a particular area. It is called biodiversity. So the answer is written here. Biodiversity means the variety of plants, animals and microorganisms generally found in an area. So this is called biodiversity. So children, please write it down here. Write the answer here in front of this question with pencil. Okay. Question number 2. What does fauna refer to? Plants or animals? Children, fauna refers to animal. It does not refers to plant. So by mistake here plant is written. So please do the correction. It will be animal. So fauna refers to animals, whereas flora refers to plants. So the correct answer is animals. For second, the correct answer is animal. What does fauna refer to? Fauna refers to animals. So just put a tick over animal. Question 3. Forests are helpful in checking flood. True. Do you agree? So forests are helpful in checking flood. Do you agree? Yes, children. What is the answer? Answer is yes. Forests do check the flood. How? Because of the forest, because the forest is so highly dense, it forms a canopy. I hope you know what is canopy. This you have learned in class 7. So it forms a canopy, alright, which lowers the speed of rainfall and hence the little amount of water is going to the lower level, and hence the water does not get accumulate and it is maximum absorbed by the forest. it is maximum absorbed by the soil. That is why flood does not occur. Alright. So forests are helpful in checking flood? Yes. Right? Yes. Forests are helpful in checking floods. Question 4. Endangered animals no longer exist on earth. True or false? Children, what are endangered species? What are endangered animals? So endangered animals are those animals which are on the verge of getting extinct. They are not extinct yet. They are on the verge of getting extinct. Alright. So this statement is false. Endangered animals no longer exist on the earth. It is false. So write false here. Okay, so the answer is false. Question 5. If all trees in a forest are cut, it will lead to dash of soil. I am repeating the question. If all trees in a forest are cut, it will lead to dash of soil. So if all forests are cut, all trees are cut in an area, erosion of soil will occur. There will be soil erosion. So write here erosion of soil. For question number 5, the answer is erosion. So erosion of soil will occur if all trees are cut. Dash by cattle should be controlled for forest conservation. Question number 6. Dash by cattle should be controlled for forest conservation. So what is the answer? Overgrazing. So overgrazing by cattle should be controlled for forest conservation, because overgrazing, what happens if there is overgrazing of grasses by the cattle, it will loosen the soil and the soil will get eroded. Alright. So this is 6th. The answer for 6th is overgrazing. 7th. Soil erosion can finally lead to desertification. Soil erosion can finally lead to desertification. True or false? So this statement is true. Yes. Soil erosion definitely leads to desertification. अगर बहुत time से soil erosion हो रहा है तो slowly and gradually with time what will happen? The area will be covered with a desert. So soil erosion can finally lead to desertification. Answer is true. So for 7th, answer is true. Moving to 8th, the flora and fauna of a country are among the most important renewable non-renewable natural resource. So flora and fauna of a country are what? Are they renewable or non-renewable natural resource? Yes, children. Can we renew the flora and fauna, or we cannot renew the flora and fauna of a country? So for 8th, the answer is renewable. We can renew it. So as we know that forest is also a renewable resource, we can renew it within a period of time, like within a period of 50 years to 60 years, within one's human lifetime. एक ह्यूमन के लाइफ स्पैन तक हम फॉरेस्ट को वापस से रीअकर या रीस्टैब्लिश कर सकते हैं. And similarly, we can re-establish this flora and fauna again. So this is a renewable natural resource. So put a tick or write it down here. Renewable natural resource. Question number 9. Are the dinosaurs endangered or extinct? So are you seeing dinosaurs around yourself nowadays? No. No species of dinosaur is present on earth today. Alright. So are they endangered or extinct? They are extinct. Alright. So dinosaurs are extinct. Similarly, dodo is also extinct. Similarly, Sikkim stag is also extinct. Alright. So no species of these animals can be found on earth. Okay. Now question number 10. So the answer for 9th is extinct. Question number 10. Wildlife conservation and dash conservation are closely related. Wildlife conservation and dash conservation are closely related. So the answer is forest conservation. Wildlife conservation and forest conservation are closely related. How they are closely related? Because ultimately, if we are conserving the forest, we are conserving the wildlife. Alright, because the habitat of wildlife is forest. Alright, the habitat of wildlife is forest. So if we are protecting the forest, if we are conserving the forest, and ultimately we are conserving the wildlife. So wildlife conservation and forest conservation are closely related. Okay. Last question. No, that this is not last. Sorry. So a tiger reserve can be called a biosphere reserve. True or false? A tiger reserve can be called a biosphere reserve. True or false? Definitely yes. This is true. 11th is true. So this tiger reserve can definitely be called as a biosphere reserve. This tiger reserve was, children, launched in 1973. Yes, under which project? Project Tiger. So today we have 40 tiger reserves. So a tiger reserve can be called a biosphere reserve. That is true. Okay. 12. Saving paper means saving trees. So saving paper means saving trees. Write it down. Saving paper means saving trees. And not only saving trees and plants, but also saving energy, saving pollution and saving water. Okay. So we should save paper. 13th. So for 12th, answer is trees. 13th. Species which are confined to a restricted area on the earth are known as. Species which are confined to a restricted area on the earth are known as. So when they are restricted to a particular area, they are called endemic species. What are they called? They are called endemic species. So let's recall it again. Endangered species are those species that are on the verge of getting extinct. Alright, extinct species are those species whose no species or no individual is present on earth. They are called extinct species. Endemic species, the species that are only present at particular restricted area, it is called endemic species. So the answer for 13th is endemic. 14th, the red list is a list of dash animals. So the red list is a list of endangered animals. Write down endangered. So for 14th, the answer is endangered. The red list is a list of endangered species or endangered animals. So I hope you have done this. Very short answer question. Answers are here. Marked here. There was one correction. Second wale mein plant likha tha. Cut it. It will be animal. Alright. Now quickly moving to short answer question type 1. Then we have short answer question type 2. Long answer question and HOTS. Okay. So please be ready with your blue pen, black pen, pencil and everything. Children, again I am repeating, questions you will write with black pen, answers you will write with blue pen. Okay. And the heading that are here like this flora and fauna, everything you will write with black pen. Okay. So this you are going to do it in your fair notebook. So please take out your fair notebook and complete your work. C. Short answer questions type 1. Answer in a sentence or two. So question number 1. What is biodiversity? So just now I have explained to you what is biodiversity. So biodiversity is the variety of plants, animals and microorganisms generally found in an area. So a variety of plants, animals and microorganisms found in an area, they are called biodiversity. So apart from writing these plants and animals, we can also write the variety of flora and fauna present it at a particular place is known as biodiversity. Alright. Question number 2. What do you mean by flora and fauna? So flora, as we know, is a flora refers to plants and fauna refers to animal. Alright. So what is flora? A species of all plants. Flora is something related to flower. ठीक है. फ्लोरा अगर हम बोल रहे हैं तो फ्लावर जैसा लग रहा है, तो आप इससे याद कर सकते हैं कि फ्लोरा इज रिलेटेड विथ फ्लावर एंड फ्लावर इज प्रेजेंट इन प्लांट. तो फ्लोरा इज स्पीशीज ऑफ प्लांट्स, fauna is a species of animal. So flora is species of all plants found in a particular area is known as flora of that area. Fauna is species of all animals found in a particular area is known as fauna of that area. Okay. So these are very simple and one line answer. So this you can learn it very easily. Now moving ahead with question number 3. What is deforestation? So I hope everybody knows what is deforestation. So cutting down forest and using the land for other purpose is known as deforestation. So cutting down of trees at a very large scale and using that land for our own good and for our own purpose is known as deforestation. D means katna. D means no, or D means like it is a negative sign, don't. Alright. So deforestation, forestation या forest को, the process of cutting down of forest is known as deforestation. Alright. Fourth, why do some animals become endangered? Why do some animals become endangered? क्यों कुछ एनिमल्स एंडेंजर्ड हो जाते हैं? क्यों उनकी पॉपुलेशन धीरे धीरे कम होती जाती है, इतनी कम होती जाती है कि वो एक्सटिंक्ट होने के पोजीशन पे आ जाते हैं? सो द आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन इज सम एनिमल्स कैन नॉट एडजस्ट द एनवायरमेंटल चेंजेस एंड बिगिन टू डाई. These animal species become endangered as their population becomes very small. This is one reason कि इतनी क्लाइमेटिक चेंज, इतना ज़्यादा क्लाइमेटिक चेंज हो जाता है कि the animals cannot survive in that drastic climatic conditions, so they die. Another reason is hunting or poaching that is done. That is also one of the reason why the animals are getting endangered. Though poaching is illegal, but still the people are hunting and they for their own good, and hence these animals are becoming endangered. For example, if we talk about elephant, if we talk about tiger, so what people do, they kill or hunt the tiger and elephant, and they take out the skin of the animals, they take out the teeth of the animal, and they trade, alright, to get money. So these things are sold in the market at a very heavy price. Alright, so that is another reason why the animals are becoming endangered. This is the one reason, that is the climatic change. So because of a heavy pollution, there is a drastic climatic change these days, and the animals cannot bear these changes, so they die. Alright. Hence their population decreases and they become endangered. I hope you are getting my point, children. Question number 5. What is a biosphere reserve? Biosphere reserve क्या होता है? So as you know, biosphere reserve is a large protected area where plants and animals are conserved along with their tribal people. Alright, plants animals को तो हम conserve करते ही हैं और साथ में हम tribal living area को भी protect करते हैं. So they are called biosphere reserves. Okay, so let's see what is written. A biosphere reserve is a large protected area set aside for conservation of wildlife, plants, animals and microorganism resources and the traditional life of tribal living in that area. Children, this is very important, this tribal living. Biosphere reserve का यही एक specific टर्म है विच इज कॉल्ड ट्राइबल लिविंग, क्योंकि ट्राइब्स को भी हम वहाँ पे सिक्योर करते हैं ना. दिस वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरी एंड नेशनल पार्क, देयर वी डोंट कंजर्व और प्रोटेक्ट द ट्राइबल लिविंग. ओनली इन बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व वी कंजर्व एंड प्रोटेक्ट दीज ट्राइबल लिविंग. ऑलराइट, सो दैट इज व्हाई दिस बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व, ये वर्ड बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. आप जब भी इसकी डेफिनेशन लिखें तो ये वर्ड, ये टर्म जरूर मेंशन करें. So this is biosphere reserve. All right. Now question number 6. What are endemic species? So we know that what are endemic species. So plants and animals found in exclusively at a particular area are known as endemic species. And there is one more thing, children. They should be found naturally. They should be found नेचुरली. ऐसा नहीं है कि हमने कहीं से कोई एनिमल को माइग्रेट किया और हमने उसको एक पर्टिकुलर एरिया में रख दिया तो वो उसका एंडेमिक एरिया हो गया. नहीं, वहां पे वो नेचुरली फाउंड होता हो, वहां पे वो नेचुरली प्रेजेंट हो. हमने कहीं से उसको माइग्रेट नहीं किया. माइग्रेट का मतलब कि हम उसको कहीं से लाए ना हो, वहां पे वो नेचुरली प्रेजेंट हो और सिर्फ वहीं पे प्रेजेंट हो. So it is called endemic species. All right. So the endemic species are those species of plants and animals that are found exclusively in a particular area. Children, here in this answer, this term is important. Exclusively in a particular area and are not naturally found anywhere else. और कहीं और ये ना पाए जाए naturally. So this is endemic species. So we have example like Indian giant squirrel and flying squirrel are endemic to Panchmari Biosphere Reserve. This is in Madhya Pradesh. Okay. So they are endemic species. Okay. Question number 7. Why did IUCN prepare the red data book? IUCN, what is the full form of IUCN? International Union for Conservation of Natural Resources. So why did IUCN prepare the red data book? Because what is the main reason? So that they can protect the endangered species. Red data book में हम क्या मेंशन करते हैं? इस बुक में हम एंडेंजर्ड स्पीशीज का लिस्ट मेंशन करते हैं कि कितने एंडेंजर्ड स्पीशीज हैं पर्टिकुलर इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम के बाद. तो इसको हम मेंशन करते हैं रेड डेटा बुक में. ठीक, और रेड डेटा बुक में हम इसको क्यों मेंशन करते हैं? अगर हमें ये नहीं पता होगा कि कितने एंडेंजर्ड स्पीशीज हैं, कितने वल्नरेबल स्पीशीज हैं और कितने क्रिटिकली एंडेंजर्ड हैं, तो हम उनको कंजर्व नहीं कर पाएंगे. That is why this red data book is being maintained and prepared. So IUCN prepared red data book to highlight those animals who are threatened with extinction. So threatened with extinction का मतलब होता है basically endangered species with the aim of promoting their conservation. तो एक लिस्ट होती है जिसमें हम हाईलाइट करते हैं कि ये सारे endangered species हैं and similarly we can conserve them. Alright, so that is why IUCN has prepared this red data book. Last question of short answer question type 1. 8th, into what categories are the species listed, the red list and the red data book classified? So basically we know that this red list and red data book is classified to prevent the endangered species or the species that are threatened with extinction, जो कि extinctions के कगार पे हैं, हम बोलते हैं it is on the verge of getting extinct, so threatened with extinction is, that is endangered species. Alright, so this red list and red data book is classified for this endangered species. So that was about short answer question type 1. So we have done very short answer question, we have done this short answer question type 1. Okay, I'll again send you this PDF, children. So I'll again send you this PDF. There was one correction in very short answer question, question number 2. वहाँ पे plant लिखा था, you cut it, it will be animal, because fauna refers to animal, it does not refers to plant. Okay, so that was a correction there, you can do it. So we have done this, choose the most appropriate answer, we have done very short answer question, we have done short answer question type 1. Okay, now moving ahead with short answer question type 2, long answer question and points. Okay, so let's see. Short answer question type 2. So type 1 में थोड़े easy questions थे, एक दो लाइन के. Type 2 is having a few bit longer questions. So let's see. Question number 1. List 4 ways in which forest useful to us. So list 4 ways in which forests are useful to us. So there are many ways in which forests are useful to us. We have to list only 4. So 4 are here. So first is they yield valuable products like timber, wood, wood pulp, latex, etc. This we know. Then they protect wildlife, since wildlife depend on forests for food and shelter. Obviously, so this forest is a habitat of wildlife. So they live there, they survive there, they nurture there, they get shelter there. So this forest is very useful for wildlife. And wildlife are important for the maintenance of ecological balance of the earth, of this planet. Alright. Then we have third, they help in maintaining the balance between carbon dioxide and oxygen in the atmosphere, definitely. So we know that population is increasing drastically, and as the population is increasing, the amount of carbon dioxide released from per person is also increasing. So the amount of carbon dioxide increases. There are only plants who can accept these carbon dioxide. Alright, so plants accept the carbon dioxide, and it is definitely maintained by huge and dense trees that are present in forest. Okay, so they help in maintaining the balance between carbon dioxide and oxygen in the atmosphere. Last is they regulate the temperature of the earth. Definitely they regulate the temperature of the earth by regulating the balance between carbon dioxide and oxygen. They maintain the temperature of the earth. Alright. Next we have question number 3. Children, these are the question answers. Please do write in your fair notebook. This is very important. Please go through all these things. So we'll discuss the leftover questions in the next class. Alright. So that's all for today. So we have discussed this very short answer question type 1 and type 2 का हमने एक ही question discuss किया है. We'll continue with this tomorrow. Alright, so that's all for today's class, children. So I hope you will complete your work. I'll send this question answer and homework in the app. So please do complete it. Alright, so that's all for today. Thank you and Jai Hind, children.